Here is my airplane that I designed, and I uploaded the Thingiverse. I see a lot of airplanes, but I haven't seen any airplanes that has a push button that will make the propeller go. And so this video will show how I put all the electronics together and how I put the whole thing together. Okay, so for this first part, we're going to need our fuselage. We're going to need our battery eventually, our motor with our prop on it. What I had to do was cut the tips off of this so I could put on one of these connectors, because that's all the connectors I had, so I had to redo that. And then you're going to need 2 extra of these. So the button you're going to need is like one of these little buttons that come in most robotic kits. They're a momentary switch, meaning you press on, it's on, you let go, it's off. So that's what this project's going to need. And to get started, we're going to go ahead and put the wires through this area and the motor right through here. So the motor is a little loose, but it's still kind of pretty snug. So what we're going to do is we're going to push it all the way in, and I'm going to grab some glue and just put a little glue around the edging. And then I'm going to push right here, push it out just a hair, get that glue in there, and we'll leave it like that. So for this wiring part, grab our helping hands. So the wiring part, we're going to need to put this onto these wires. And the reason why we have to do it like in this sequence is because this does not fit in the little hole that's been made. Just like this. This is how you want it. Now, with how this connector is facing, with the notch on the bottom, you always want positive on the left, negative on the right. And same goes for when we hook up the button and the battery. Okay, so next we're going to grab the positive of each of our male and our female wire, and we're going to stick it up through this hole right here. And then we're going to, what I did was cut off both these prongs that I'm not going to use, the 2 prongs I'm not going to use, and kept the 2 prongs I'm going to use. And both these red wires will be on, so one red wire here, one red wire here. It doesn't matter what, because it's not armed until we press the button. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to put this red wire up in there. Just like that. And now we're going to solder our button to it. Okay, we have our button soldered on there. And now we're just going to go ahead and pull it through. Alright, so we're just going to pull it through until we get up to this point, and then we're just going to press into the plastic. And so these 2 black wires, the ground wires, we're going to now connect them together. Okay, so how this works is our battery's going to connect in this one, motor's going to connect into this one, and then if we hit the button, the propeller should go. Once our electronics are in place, we're going to grab our plastic. We're going to need the remaining pieces of this aircraft, a screw, and then some super glue. I recommend this stuff. I find this stuff works really well on PLA. And so I'm going to go ahead and do the cover first, so I don't touch any electronics and miss anything else. So So, like I said, I was going to put a screw right down here, but the battery is right there, so one screw will hold it. I mean, it's already pretty snug without a screw, but just put one right here. Alright, we have our screw right there. Test our motor. Everything is working good. So here, I'm going to just make sure that this fits. Alright, looks like it fits. So I'm going to go on the bottom part, because we don't really see the bottom part, and this is where I'll put the glue. So I'm going to slide it over just slightly to the right, put a line of this super glue right down there, and then even it out, and that should be plenty to hold it. Next I'm going to put super glue just up here and dab in the hole. Close out that. And then put our wing on. And here we go. This is my first attempt to design an airplane with a little micro motor in it that will make the propeller spin at a push of a button.